Well, I'm super excited today to be able to be with Dawn Epp, the Executive Director for Family Promise and one of the Pathway local ministry partners. And Dawn, I thought maybe to start out with, I'd have you share a little bit for those who might not know kind of who Family Promise is and what do you do?
Well, Family Promise is a community response to the issue of family homelessness in the Wichita community. And so we partner with local churches and congregations to help us shelter families that are experiencing homelessness. So this is our day house, and we're here where our families are at during the day. So in the evening, a van comes and picks up our families and takes them to a local host congregation, and Pathway is one of those partners with us. And so the members of the congregation welcome them, provide hospitality and all the meals and shelter. And so that allows a family to really work on the issues that they're facing and addressing those barriers that they're trying to overcome and provide that long, sustainable independence.
Well, I have to tell you, Dawn, one of the things that's so awesome is every time that we're able to host at the Westland campus, the Family Promise Ministry, our volunteers just come away so blessed. It's not so much what maybe they're even given to the families that are a part of Family Promise, but what really they're receiving through serving. It's just been super awesome. Dawn, why don't you tell us maybe just one story of a family that's been impacted by the ministry of Family Promise?
Well, I have so many. Recently, we had a mom with an infant child that went through our program. She had left an unhealthy relationship and needed a place to be able to work on those goals. And so we brought her into program. She was able to find full-time employment. We were able to bless her with a car through our Keys for Success program, and now she's in housing of her own. And I remember at her graduation, it was very touching. She talked about the hospitality that she felt at the churches, and she didn't know that people out there existed like that. And so, yes, I have seen volunteers get blessed, but our families are also receiving blessing. They're now in this supportive, positive environment that they may not have ever experienced in their life.
It's so cool, Dawn, to be able to kind of hear stories like that and people's lives really being changed because, you know, so much there's a cycle of poverty that's going on out there. And to me, what I love about Family Promise is doing so many things to be able to break some of those cycles. But I wanted to ask you though, what happens though after a family goes through the Family Promise program? Where do they go next? What happens then?
So we are always trying to put them into safe, stable housing. And so right now that's very difficult. A lot of our families have done the hard work in our program and they're ready for housing. They have the employment, they have the funds, the budget is set, but they may not look good on paper. So they might have a felony history that's old, that's following them. They may have a recent eviction that's hanging over their heads. And so we try to put them in market housing, but a lot of times what we really need is that transitional type of home for them to kind of continue to work on their goals.
Well, that's awesome. In fact, I have to let you know, we've heard about that need. And last March, one of the things that we did as a church family is we really challenged everybody in the church family. We really believe that God calls every Christ follower to be irrationally generous. However God might lead them to be able to do that. And we feel like that's not only that God leads us to do that as individuals, but he also leads us to do it as a church. And so today, on behalf of the Pathway family, I want to present you with a check for Family Promise for your need that you have for transitional housing for $125,000.
Oh my goodness.
And right here is at least a replica of that check, Dawn. But we're super excited about it, and we're just so appreciative of you as a Pathway ministry partner and all that Family Promise is doing to be able to make a difference in our community, in homeless families for the sake of Jesus Christ.
This is unbelievable. I cannot believe that you guys have been so generous in order to help us serve families. We are going to be able to purchase a house, allow a family to be in transitional housing and continue to work on their goals. This is going to mean the world to our families. Thank you so much.